7 interesting facts about baby's kicks during pregnancy, good or bad when baby is kicking. The feeling of baby kick reminds you of a life inside is growing in your womb and will soon deliver and join you in lives. The kicking is special feelings and enables your partner to understand your baby and importantly showing your fetus is having a healthy growth. Here are facts of why baby kicks during pregnancy. 1. Represents a normal growth and health of a baby. If you feel your baby kicks, that shows your baby is growing well inside the womb. Realizing your baby is active when they turn, tumble, roll, kicking in the womb, and even swishing feeling or flutter can be felt in your abdomen when the baby stretches out its limbs. However, these movements will get different when at the later stages of pregnancy. 2. Baby want to respond to external stimuli. Stimuli of external are known as the food you eat or different noises that can make your baby responding by moving or kicking. When responding to sounds, while you are at pregnancy 20th week, your baby fetus begins to hear low-pitched sounds and will then gradually begin to hear high-pitched sounds when the pregnancy proceeds. Thus movements will happen to shows the normal growth of baby. When responding to foods being consumed during pregnancy can introduce your baby to numerous flavors via amniotic fluid which surrounds your baby inside womb and will move if they like it or dislike it. 3. More kicks when baby is lying on the side. More kicks will be experienced if you sleep on your side because blood supply to baby will increases while lying on the left or right side. Thus baby's growth movements will improve. When the mother slept on her back, the baby became less active. That led to limitation of oxygen supply. 4. Kicks are felt after 9 weeks. If you experience the feeling of flutter or shaking in abdomen during the early stages of pregnancy, it is a sign of baby movements. Movements begin at around 7th week of pregnancy, known as a very early pregnancy moms feeling their baby. Ultrasound scan can detect the early kicks. Then, your baby will typically begin to kick after 9 weeks of development as they are beginning to move their limbs. After 24 weeks of baby's growth, you can feel like your baby quite often kicks and hiccups. 5. Reduced kicks could shows baby's distress. After pregnancy week 28, doctor recommends you to note down the number of count of baby's kicks. Generally will kicks 10 times in 2 hours. If you experience the reduced fetal movements, that can mean your baby fetal is distressed such as reduced kicks due to maternal stress or nutritional supply problems. The fact is that pregnant moms' emotion and physical state can impact their baby's movements. At the same time, insufficient nutritional supply can cause improper growth of the brain and nervous systems, thus fetal activity will reduce. This is why you should consume more water or enjoy walking activities if you experience no feeling of baby's movement. Reduce kicks due to placental abruption. Placental abruption is when the placenta separates early from the uterus, in other words separates before childbirth, can limit flow of blood and oxygen to the fetus. Thus less baby activities may happen commonly around 25 weeks of pregnancy. Reduce kicks due to premature rupture of the amniotic sac. During pregnancy week 34 to 37, if the water breaks between weeks 34 to 37, most of these babies will be born within 24 to 48 hours. Your doctor will likely to induce labor when at this pregnancy stage, your baby should have a better chance outside the uterus before infection starts. This can lead to decreased in amniotic fluid and slowed down sign of fetal movements because of stress or lacking oxygen supply. Reduced kicks due to fetal hypoxia is a condition happened when the umbilical cord gets twisted, kinked, or deformed, thus low-level supply of oxygen to the baby. So, ultrasound scan or a non-stress test can actually help to determine the baby's heartbeat and also determine the reason of reduced fetal movements. 6. Nothing to worry about reduced kicks in late pregnancy. The late pregnancy period begins at 28 weeks until birth, usually between 37 and 42 weeks of pregnancy. Generally, these babies will take rest in the womb for 20 to 40 minutes, sometime 90 minutes at a time. However, challenging part is they grow in size, thus limitation of movements and rolling become difficult in the later stages of pregnancy, so it's normal for number of kicks to reduce. Although you may experience painful kicks under your ribs and jerking, but that lasts for a few minutes only. 7. Fetal movement can tell baby's future behavior. Based on study, your baby's movement behavior inside the womb can show the personality attributes development in early childhood. So after knowing these facts, here are experts' tips from a gynecologist. Lastly, during importance pregnancy period of month 6, you will start to feel your baby is in fact actually kicking in your womb. 1. At first, 1 or 2 kicks per hour is showing sign of your pregnancy is safe. Checking is standard where you should notice that around 10 movements within 2 hours, so you can check 3 times in a day. But as long you feel movements daily, doctor advice you shouldn't worry. 2. If you are not feeling your baby's kicks in 6th month, then wait and feel again after 1 hour. 3. If you do not feel the kicks even after an hour, don't nervous, just consume sugar type of products such as sweet milk, chocolate, cold things, a pinch of sugar or drinking more water, and then lie down in the left lateral position for 10 minutes. 4. Then start checking for your baby's kicks again. Your baby in fact will actually become widely awake and move a lot after that. 5. If your baby is not showing any sign of kicking, then call or rush to your doctor immediately.